मिला क्या?
अबे ये रहा।
अंदर क्या है?
पता नहीं, खुल नहीं रहा है। Hi guys, welcome to a fresh new episode of In My Humble Opinion. I'm Anya.
And I am tired. But we do have an important issue to talk about that has been crippling the nation.
We're kidding guys, हमको propaganda करने का पैसा नहीं मिलता है.
Okay, so let's begin. Today's topic is PM Cares Fund. Now, there has been a lot of discussion about this and everybody has been asking. The whole fund is wrapped up in secrecy, conspiracy and confusion. Just like India's economic future.
Or Modi's childhood stories.
Seriously पूछ रहा था.
So today we're going to attempt to answer 3 questions about the PM Cares Fund. 1. Why was the fund made? 2. What are the problems with this fund? And 3. How has having a fund like the PM Cares impacted all of us? Let's start with the first one. The PM Cares Fund, or the Prime Minister's Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation Funds, wow, I got that right, was established on 28th March 2020.
So it's a public charitable trust registered under the Registration Act of 1908.
Yeah.
It's basically a fund set up to address the need for having a dedicated fund in response to emergency or distress situation. Sounds promising, right? Just like religion.
God created man and man created a fund no one could benefit from.
So Anya, do you want to take a guess as to who the chairman of this new fund is?
That's easy, bro. Amit Shah.
No, no, no. No.
Adani hai.
No. See, Modi has hired the best person possible for this job.
Ambani.
No, Modi has taken narcissism and nepotism to a whole new level. Modi hired Modi to become the chairman of this fund.
Anyway, there are other trustees of the fund as well, like the Ministers of Finance, Health, Defense. So it's sort of like the photo group from Seinfeld, but somehow a lot more psychotic.
Now again, for the appearances, this is a brilliant idea. A new fund being set up to aid in India's efforts against the COVID-19 pandemic. But that's just the definition of it. The implications of a new charitable trust being set up with billions and billions of rupees coming in at the absolute discretion of one single man, now that is dangerous.
Which brings us to our second question. What exactly is the problem with the PM Cares Fund? And we'll take these just like the NCB, one by one. The most basic one is
There is already an existing Prime Minister's National Relief Fund, the PMNRF, which basically seeks to perform the same function. On top of that, every state in the country has its own Chief Minister's Public Relief Fund, CMPRF. Now this makes PM Cares the latest addition in the Bollywood remake universe, which technically does the same thing, but is worse every single time.
the second thing is how the money in the fund has been collected. Now, even though the fund has existed for a very short amount of time, it has collected tremendous amount of money and no one has any idea how. That's right, no one knows and no one can know.
But once we started looking underneath the surfaces, we did spot some issues.
It was just like Jurassic Park. Amazing for the first 5 minutes, followed by a lot of crying
Lot of shouting.
and death.
To begin with, the PM Cares Fund accepts money from individuals and organizations, both domestic and foreign. In fact, the government even avoided a 15-year-old policy of not accepting money from foreign countries in terms of disasters. This led to the PM Cares Fund generating 3,076 crore rupees in the first 5 days of its creation.
Holy shit, that's a lot of money, guys. Anyway, first let's talk about the foreigners because just like in any Karan Johar movie, they're far more interesting and important.
First of all foreign contributions are regulated by the government under the Foreign Contribution and Regulation Act of 2010. And the organizations under this act have to provide an audit to the Comptroller and Audit General of India. But guess which trust is exempted from this law?
Okay, I know what you must be thinking. क्या है अपना पैसा है नहीं फॉरेनर दे रहे हैं अपना है नहीं तो क्यों इतना टेंशन ले रहे हो guys?
To which I would respond yes, no. But wait a couple of minutes for the answer.
First of all, let's talk about the foreign donors, about which we don't know a lot, but the ones that we do know are problematic as fuck. First of all, there's a Russian arms company whose name I can't pronounce, but I'll try. Rosoboron Export, and Chinese companies like Xiaomi, Huawei, and TikTok. Yes, guys, TikTok has donated to the PM Cares Fund.
Now this is bad news. The only Chinese words more problematic than the ones that she said are Wuhan and Xi Jinping. The domestic donors aren't lovely either. Individual donors are eligible for a hefty tax write-off on the amount donated. Private corporations can also donate to the fund and they can claim these donations to be a part of their corporate social responsibility.
Government-owned companies like BSNL, MTNL, Indian Oil also donated 200 crores to the PM Cares Fund out of a 150 crore CSR budget. That's right. Remember when you said that it wasn't your money? Where do you think the extra 50 came from but from taxpayers?
Every company, public or private, was asked to shell out some amount of the money. In fact, even the doctors and staff working at government hospitals were asked to donate. Yes, you remember the people working day in and out while we were locked inside our houses during the shutdown? Yes, those people were asked to donate. Which is alright.
Yeah.
I mean, which healthcare worker needs money and service and safety equipment when we have thalis and thalis being banged in the balconies?
Now, this might sound like bullying, but bear with us. Because it is. Because even after all of this, the government is still like,
बस दिखाओ ना
मैं नहीं दिखाऊंगा
It won't tell us how much money has been spent, to whom the money has been given, dodging questions in the parliament like Neo in the Matrix, and even cancelling the question answer session.
The good news is that some funds have been dispatched for relief work. The bad news is that's only a small fraction of the huge amount, and the government won't even be specific as to how they're spending the money.
The government is so vague that if it had to give us a recipe for chicken tikka, it would say step 1, get a chicken. Step 2, congratulations, your guests loved your chicken tikka. I'm sorry, you missed a very important step. Kitta masala chicken mein kya karu? At least tell us.
But we do know that they did buy something with the money. Ventilators. Which was so malfunctioning that all the hospitals in the country refused to use them. Which brings us to the last question. What are the effects of the fund? For that, let us go back to the CMPRF or the state relief funds that we recently mentioned. Now, these relief funds can easily receive donations from companies and people.
But there was a recent amendment in the Companies Act which now means that money donated to the state relief funds are not eligible for CSR incentives. So basically, only money donated to the PM CARES fund is eligible for tax write-offs.
Which has led to states that are doing effective and meaningful work struggling for cash in crises such as this. Whereas the PM CARES fund is rolling in money and doing nothing with it.
Which is like having an amazing boyfriend and then buying a shitty dildo and then using none when you're very, very horny.
We apologize for the bad joke, okay? But this is all too worrying. There's a health crisis going on out there, and nobody in the mainstream media is talking about the economic or the employment crisis. We have to be vigilant here and keep on badgering them with questions. Also, looking at that beard makes me wonder.
What is he hiding behind it?
Yeah, man, it's been growing since March.
Look at it. If you like this video, please like, follow, subscribe, send to everyone in your WhatsApp groups, families. Really help us out. Our set budget is so bloody low. Our glasses are empty. Thanks.